Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and it's time. I've had my prototype of the Avant for like 2 weeks now, something like that, and I've been literally basically only using and carrying and playing with this knife. I got two of this variant. The other one is out to reviewers so far as of when I'm filming this. Kyle from D2M Knives and Gear has done his review. Kevin left EDC has shot all of his. Two of his videos have gone live. One is still yet to go live. Chris over at Grady's Gear has unboxed it. He's done the unboxing, and he's going to be doing another video before he sends it out. So a lot of people so far have already been checking it out. Myself and Ryan have been testing like crazy, and we're really happy with these knives. But there's another colorway. So that is what has arrived, and I have been waiting by the window like a puppy, hoping that the FedEx guy would come. So we're gonna bust right into it, check it out. This should be a fairly short video, just unboxing this variant. I've already done my unboxing of the other one, my disassembly of this one, my first impressions of this one, and I'm waiting to do my full review until I verify that I also love this other colorway. There are a couple of key changes. One, the micarta color is changed. This one is black micarta. The one I'm unboxing is going to be green micarta. But on top of that, the blade steel is the same, all the materials are the same, everything like that is identical. But everything that is metal, or titanium included, is coated on this one. We went with the black PVD coating. There's a lot of spaghetti in here. All right, nice little box for such a giant package. So yeah, it's going to be all coated everything. So green and black is this colorway, and I'm excited to check it out because I don't know. Both of these colorways are ones that I like. Obviously, we picked these because we like them, but I think I might like this one more. I don't know. All right, wrapped in some foam. Oh yes. Oh, this looks like a whole new knife. All right, let's get into the plastic here. All right. Yeah, we did a good thing. This looks cool. All right. So, as you can see, green micarta. There's some oil around the pivot. You can see that's a good illustration of dry, unoiled micarta versus oiled micarta. It's going to darken up quite a bit as I handle it. So this is the freshest it's ever going to look. Black on the pocket clip, black on all of the hardware, black on the blade, black on the flipper tab. You've got the Luft Concepts logo laser etched on there, as you can hopefully see. Black backspacer, and even the liners are blacked out. So everything other than the micarta is blacked out on here. Now, a number of people have asked, will you do one that has all the blacked out stuff but has black micarta? On this run, no. Potentially in the future, we're definitely open to it. I'm sure some people are going to get both variants and do some switcheroo. I'll probably end up doing that myself at some point just to see how it looks and how I like it. But yeah, we're not gonna do that to. We're not gonna make that an option to order from us on the run. This one is a prototype, so I'll forgive it. But there's definitely some scuffing on this pivot. Pivot screw there has some kind of scratches and scuffs on it. But this is going to be a user prototype to test, anyways. So it is what it is, I suppose. Everything looks good, perfectly centered. Coating looks even from what I can tell so far. That detent felt lighter than my other one, unless I'm crazy. No, maybe it was just brand new out of the box. It feels a little lighter. It's kind of hard to tell actually because mine is broken in so much now. I've gotten so used to it. It feels a little grittier. Maybe the detent track will have to wear through that. We will see. I'll be doing an update for sure. Part of the reason why there's prototypes of both colorways is because with the coated version, we need to make sure we still love not just the way it looks, but the way that it functions. So we'll see. I'll make sure this breaks in a little bit. Feels great with the flipper tab. It's not as smooth as my other one is, but genuinely part of that could be because it's broken in. I do know on day one with this version, it broke in a ton because I was flipping it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And I had a buddy who was here, and he was also flipping it every moment that I wasn't. So maybe this detent track will wear in just a little bit. We shall see. Yeah, I imagine it will. It already feels smoother just from doing this. So I imagine it's just having to wear a little bit of a track through that coating. All right, yeah, so looks great to me. I think this colorway is probably going to be popular. I'd be surprised if it isn't, because I think it looks freaking sweet. It's kind of stealth. It reminds me a little bit of like in Halo, like the Warthog or like Master Chief's armor. You've got green, black accents, and it looks sweet. They did a great job on the clip. I think the clip looks really good in black. It's contrasting well with the micarta. I like that the green micarta is dark, but it's not as dark as everything else. So you've got a little bit of a two-tone thing going on still. Yeah, this is sweet. Let's check how thin it feels. Feels every bit as thin as this one does. They nailed these grinds. The PVD looks even. Everything is done well on here. Yeah, it's a little bit oily even. Let me wipe it down with my t-shirt. Take a close look at it. Yeah, it looks good. Nice and even. It's matte, but it appears really thin. It's not like a thick paint-like coating. Definitely seems like it's well adhered. Knife still feels super duper light, of course. Same construction. I love that the liners are blacked out too, even though they're nested. That's something that bothers me when it's a blacked out knife, but internals aren't blacked out. It's like, why not just make everything black? Sweet. Yeah, so it's here. The other version, other variant, I should say. And a couple quick updates. The site is almost ready to go live. By the time that this video goes live, that'll be really, really close. Basically, I just need to get some photos shot of this variant on the white background like I did with the other one. And then there's a couple odds and ends we got to square away there, but we've got everything just about finalized on the site. We're still full steam ahead for a mid-August pre-order opening. And there's one change that we're now planning on making to these knives. It'll be reflected on both variants. And it's come up from a couple of people. It started when we first got them. Ryan and I had already been discussing it, and the fact that other people felt it needed the change as well has reinforced that. But this flipper tab is going to be slightly less pointed. The way we're going to accomplish that essentially is introducing a tiny little flat right here instead of the point. So basically imagine just taking that very corner off. Ryan has been testing it on his own prototype. He modified it with the cut that we'll have Riat make. So we've been actually using it and playing with it. It's not just like a theoretical, this might be better, but we've actually modified one of the prototypes to ensure that it is. So you can expect that to be a change. Other than that, we haven't finalized or decided on any changes. So it could very well be that that is the literal only change to the knives themselves. Yeah, this looks really cool in this colorway. I'm super stoked about the way this one looks. It is already smoothing out a little, I can feel. So I may even put a dab of KPL Heavy on that detent ball, see how that does in helping it out. But perfectly centered, feels so good. The coating looks great. I'm happy with this. All right, so you'll see it some more soon. I'll be doing my full review here in a little bit once I've carried and used this new variant. Yeah, be on the lookout for that. I should say as well, I was supposed to get 2 of these so that I could send one as just like I did for this variant. That was the plan all along, that I would get 2 of each version. But something happened in the process of finishing one of these knives where one just didn't make it. And prototypes are built kind of one at a time. So having them remake one just doesn't make sense on the timeline we're on, because we're already about to do our pre-order for production knives. So I just have the one. I'll probably end up still sending this to some people because I want some people to experience this variant. I want people to see that it's an option. So once I film my full review, I'll probably send this out to 1 or 2 people while the other one is still making its rounds. But then it's ultimately going to come back to me because selfishly I want to be spending time with it. So yeah, we shall see. Time will tell who this one will go to and who will get the other variant. But this one's going to have to do a little bit of floating around, which the good thing is, at least since I have 3 total, 2 of this one and 1 of this for me, and Ryan's got 1 of each for himself, there is still 1 designated knife that can kind of be the pass around knife, or the review sample, if you will. So anyway, figured I'd mention that as well, because some people were probably expecting me to open 2, but we're rolling with the punches here, and we've got 1. So thank you for checking it out. We'll see you on the next one, and have a good one.